What the fuck is going on in America right now? First of all, let's just get one thing straight. Let's get one thing straight. Whitney Houston's death was not a tragedy. It's a shame, but it's not a tragedy. What a tragedy would be is, let me just spell out this scenario for y'all. What would be considered a tragedy would be is, let's say it's the night before the Academy Awards and someone like Mandy Moore or like Reese Witherspoon, gets in a car accident and they're killed. That's a tragedy. But when somebody, let's just say it like it is, they're all talking about her demons, so let's just bring it out. When somebody that has like a 20-year love affair with The Rock, and then all of a sudden they turn up DED dead, it's not really all that tragic. It's just really not. And the country with the fucking I Will Always Love Yous. And I don't like that song. I mean, I like the Dolly version, but I don't like the Whitney version. And you know something? Let's discuss the Grammys. First of all, red carpet. Here we go, red carpet. Ryan Seacrest, you are not an investigative news journalist. Okay, so I know you kept... What about Whitney? What are your feelings and thoughts about Whitney? And apparently, Whitney Houston, let me just tell you something. Whitney Houston, if this is ever a question on Trivial Pursuit, who is the one artist that influenced every person in the music industry, despite age and genre? It would be Whitney Houston. Ryan Seacrest. So, what do you think about, we're all really saddened by Whitney. And everyone's like, oh, she influenced me. And I do have to say, though, let me tell you something. That Grammys was a fucking scandal, which this is why the Grammys were a scandal. The Grammys were a scandal because, you know what, let's just say, for all intents and purposes, this is your first time nominated for a Grammy Award, you're really, really excited. Well, you know what, the fucking executive producers of that show fucking called all the publicists, and all the stylists, and was like, the mood is black. You know what I mean? I could just imagine that annoying Rachel Zoe freaking out last minute because she's got to fucking dress somebody in black couture. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you something. It was a funeral. It was a funeral. Although Jennifer Hudson was exquisite. It was just ridiculous. Everybody was, afraid to be excited and happy for the nominees. And Bruce Springsteen with the rock and roll, getting America back together. Bruce. I actually did like his performance, Bruce. I did. I don't know. Nicki Minaj, I don't know. I don't know what that was, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, and I don't understand your lyrics, Nicki Minaj, when you speak, Nicki Minaj. And Chris Brown, that was an awesome dance, Chris Brown. Rihanna, I'm telling you something, you look like Goldie Hawn fucking fell asleep in her tanning bed. You know what I mean? Except a little trashier. Because I personally don't find Goldie trashy in the least. You know what I mean? But fucking Rihanna. Everybody's sharing their Whitney moments on Facebook right now. For the past couple of days. My favorite Whitney memory. My favorite Whitney this. I live in New Jersey, Asbury Park, New Jersey. And there's, it's all on our news. It's like the church that Whitney got her start in. The Whitney neighborhood. The school named after Whitney. Whitney. I don't understand it. Bad timing the night before the Grammys. But let's be honest. Let's call it like it is. People are fucking freaking out. They've lost their mind like Bobby Christina. Anyway, I just had to get that off my fucking chest because I'm seriously, I don't know what to do. I can't turn on the TV and I can't turn on the internet without it being like people's outpour. Do you know what I mean? It's like all fucking PR bullshit fucking, my publicist told me to say this, bland, schmaltzy, bland, recycled regurgitation. And it's just like, what did you think of Whitney? Ryan Seacrest, just, shut up. P.S. My friend Moses, who lives in Hong Kong, and don't ask me why he's living in Hong Kong, you know, why he's an American supporting a communist regime, the enemy economy. I mean, that's really a question for Moses, really, don't you think? But anyway, as soon as the news broke about Whitney Houston, he put on his Facebook page, another case for Detective LaToya. She's going to get to the bottom of this. And I have to say something. Like 24 hours later, there is an FBI security hold on the autopsy of Whitney Houston, and the only other time that has happened is when Michael Jackson had his autopsy results. So apparently, Whitney's body is not even flown home to New Jersey for the funeral yet, and LaToya Jackson has put an FBI security hold on the autopsy. Food for thought.